Okay. All right. I think we might be good. I'm hoping. I have no idea what's been going on, why this has been doing this. But I'm hoping we're good. Hoping it's good and not gonna give us any more issues. YouTube end is fixed. YouTube is set up properly. Yes. YouTube looks to be good. Back on Twitch. Yeah. Alright, cool. We're back live. Let's go. Alright, I gotta pull up. Need help with your camera. Select this note. No! There's no fucking way, bro. I don't understand. Is it dying? Like, what is going on here? I don't even know. I think the camera's like losing its connection. I wonder if that. I don't know why. I just unplugged it. I'm not gonna restart streaming. Something got like. That shouldn't have. Don't know. Reset your camera services. Please try your camera again. What? Look at my face. Oh shit! Wait, I fixed it. How did that fix that? Okay. Now if I swap to this, will it break it again? No, but now they're both working. I don't understand how that's possible. Welcome back. Oh, it swapped this. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see how long this lasts. I don't know what the hell is going on here. It just keeps freaking. What is like? What is NVIDIA broadcasting? Oh, it's got the eye contact thing on. That's weird. There we go. It like does this like automatic eye contact thing. Was there? Oh my god, bro! What a day! This is not how I want the camera. Right? Okay. There. Welcome back. Thank you. It broke again at some point, but then somehow Windows fixed it. I guess restarting. I'm gonna have to try and keep that in mind. I don't know what services the camera services are, but apparently that fixed it. Although it's not the right height. I think that's what's going on. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. All right. Oh my gosh, bro. What a pain in the ass. Let me see. I'm gonna see. Is there like a specific like camera service? I don't think there is. Not that I can read here. All right. Well, whatever. Let's see. Like a specific way to do this. Device manager. Go to device manager, expand cameras, imaging, or sound, video. Hardware, right click your webcam, disable device, wait 5 seconds, right click enable. Ah, okay. I'll have to try and do that next time. What a pain. We got it though, it's fixed. We're Gucci. Hopefully it stays this way. All right, we can finally go over. Let me make sure the site loaded everything because apparently it's been having loading issues all day. Yeah, it looks like it did. Cool. Finally cached all the images. I think we're good to kind of go through it. We're gonna do like a quick go over. There's some cool stuff. There's some stuff that's like we don't really need to, like, it's nothing crazy. The good news is I do not think we're going to need a to do my contingency plan for my world. I think we're gonna be okay. The only thing that we won't get, there's like 3 things which I don't think is too big of a deal, especially with how they're doing it. So my biggest fear was I was worried that they were going to make it so that rivers powered the water wheel. I thought maybe they might do something with that, but it turns out they're not. They're just going to add rivers to the game's generation, which with our world, like the configuration for our world, it's not too big of a deal. It doesn't matter, right? We already have enough like waterways and stuff. It doesn't add anything to it. So I'm not too concerned about rivers at all. That's whatever. The other thing is the rivulets, which is like flowing water. They added a rapids form to it, which we'll get into here in a minute. Now that I will not have access to inside of any currently generated terrain. So we have 1.19 terrain, we have 120 terrain, and we have 121 terrain. Mostly we have 119 terrain gen though. We will not be able to use water wheels inside of there unless I figure out some sort of like way for us to get rapids inside of our world, outside of going to brand new 122 plus chunks, right? So that's just going to be the nature of it. And then the other thing that we're not going to get are these procedural dungeons, which they say they're going to have a proof of concept in 122, so I kind of don't even want them in my world if it's just going to be kind of like a proof of concept. I imagine they're going to play around with that much more as time goes on. Let's see. I didn't even see this. They're gonna do a berry bush rework. I missed that. Plan for 122. Here, let's jump into here real quick. So I have the thing pulled up here. It's bigger. There we go. All right, so some cool things. We have a quenching, tempering, and grinding wheel system coming out to the game in 122. It looks like it's just in the process of, I guess, being balanced and whatnot. There's going to be a fishing rod system, or a fishing system into the game with a rod, which is cool. Let's see. What's up, Lifeline? How you doing today? Fish are no longer going to spawn in puddles, tiny ponds. I'm kind of actually happy about this. I felt like they spawned, like, there was too many fish inside there. It'd be cool to, like, actually fish them. Freshwater fish no longer limit. We're not going to read through all these. I'm just going to kind of go over some key things I noticed. Rivers are still on the roadmap. It looks like they might join in for for 122, but like I said, this isn't too big of a deal since it's not the rivers that are going to work the water wheels. Like I originally was kind of like theorizing, so it's not too big of a deal. Procedural dungeons, looks like they're going to have a proof of concept in 122, like I was saying. I'm not too worried about this. We already have like our dungeons and or our underground mine shaft system, so status effects system. I'm kind of curious about this, what this is gonna be. They didn't really elaborate that I saw on this. Item heating overhaul, which I think is gonna work. Well, we'll see. Berry bush rework. I'm hoping we can get some seeds. That'd be kind of cool. They added the water wheel, but it needs more work. Let's see. Heat resistant mechanical powered blocks will be cool. In wall axles will be cool. Fun stuff. You're doing good? Nice. Glad to hear. Let's see. So item heating has changed. Let's see. We intend to, they intended to completely overhaul item heating. They haven't managed to tackle it yet. As an interim solution, heated items in the fire pit no longer reset their temperature. So kind of like that mod we have. We won't need that mod anymore. The better fire pits mod. That's what this is. So that's cool. Mechanical power changes. Your stuff, if it's been geared up too many times, which is like you use a big gear, then a little gear, back into a big gear, into a little gear, basically to get more torque on it. If you do that 3 times up, it will catch fire. That's interesting mechanic. So and there's gonna be large windmills added. I actually noticed this a while ago, but I never said anything because I didn't mind it. Animals were not eating crops, player planted crops, I should say, since 119. But they've fixed this now, so I'm curious how this will affect our big crop farm. I don't think there's many animals there. So glacier ice is glacier ice. They're adding more spears to the game. Iron spears have been added. I think they're adding steel spears as well. Didn't realize they weren't anymore. Yeah, they haven't been for a while, so it's kind of crazy. I guess that's not something a lot of people would complain about not having. So I'll have to add new villager types. I'll actually have to make a iron spear guard and a steel spear guard. So that's coming into the game. Let's see, we got some screenshots. We have a lot of cabinets coming into the game. I'm actually happy about this. This will help me with my doing some of the interiors of the houses and stuff. So I'm excited about this. We have the mannequin system coming to the game, which I thought this was pretty cool. So they have different types of mannequins. They have like one for each particular clothing piece. So you can see here they have ones for the head, one for the chest, and one for the legs. Then they have full-blown ones here. So I thought that was kind of cool. Looks like we have some more paintings coming to the game. Looks like you're gonna be able to put clothes on these shelves as well. Also cool. I don't know if there's much else in this screenshot. More fish are coming to the game. Freshwater fish to be fished up. You're not gonna be able to hit them, it seems. They're gonna run. They now quickly escape melee weapons and killed fish. Oh, you can still kill them, but the end will be collectible. That's cool. Here's the fishing system. Wait, how did he equip the bait here? Oh, so you drag it onto there. Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm curious how the capture, like how you'll know you'll have a fish on there, will work. There's trophy mount things. Also cool. Here's the forge rework. I'm actually, so you do have to click on this, it looks like. I just noticed this. So in order for the bellows to work, it looks like it's an interactable. Okay. I thought it would be mechanical powered, to be honest. Maybe they'll add that down the road. So they also added metal tongs, and fuel type matters now, which I guess fuel type didn't matter inside the forge. Okay. Tool head quenching and tempering system. Quench items to improve their power value or durability, but not both. So it only does one or the other, which I think they expand on down below. We'll look at. You can sharpen your tool for a critical bonus. Apparently this is a work in progress, I guess. This is cool. Oh wait, I just saw that. Plus 5% crit. Pull that back up again. Let's see it. Looks like they changed the torch texture here too. What'd this say? 5% crit hit chance. Okay. Here's the new rivers, by the way. These are the current ones that we have, by the way, the standard rivulets. And these are the rapid rivulets. And then this is how they will be working. So they will basically be rapids that go, they power your water wheel. I wonder if you'll be able to go over top of the water wheel as well. I wonder if it'll matter. But that's how they will work. This is a large windmill, I guess. I don't know. I use the windmill mod, so. And then there's spur gears down here, which I guess they're just vertical ones, maybe? I don't know. Or they're for powering, like, you can power multiple things, I guess. Like, more than one. That's cool. Let's see what else we got. This is the smoking for if the gear is too powered, like powered too much. You can see it's up one here. So this would be the up gearing, which you can do both ways, but yeah. That's why it's starting to smoke. They rebuilt some trader houses here. We won't see these for a while, probably. Way more clutter at the trader outposts. Also very cool. There's an oil and fat mechanic rework. We'll look at that in a minute. 5 stream streak. Very nice, Lifeline. Congratulations. Keep it going. Yeah, so apparently fat has been redone a bit. You have to actually turn the fat to oil and stuff to make the lanterns and use it for other stuff. So they added iron and steel spears. Each spear now has its own spearhead model. That's kind of cool. What is this one? Oh, that's black bronze. Okay, so these are all bronze. So it's copper, then bronze, iron, meteoric iron, and steel. That's cool. Let's see, they added new boars, boar rework, full model. These look cool. These are gonna be cool to see in the world. They kind of look like anteaters though. At least this one does. Kind of looks like an anteater. They added a huge variant. Oh, okay. Interesting. These look like they're the size of bears. Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing today? They added 2 new crops to the game, fennel and licorice. They were added for fishing, so they're going to be used to make bait. They added 8 new mushrooms, so that'll be fun to work with. I gotta update my mushroom mod. These are the added effects from eating the mushrooms. You get this shit going on. They added 4 new flower types. So that's 1, 2, 3. I think that's the other one, 4. Yeah, it's gotta be. They refined the tool plant texture. I wish there was like a before and after. I actually don't know. I guess it's a little bit more detailed. More hair colors. I kind of like these. This one looks cool. This hair color, I like that. These like 3 blue ones. Here's the papyrus chest. Doors now. Sleek door textures reworked and they now have a glass window. Okay, that's cool. So they screw out the waters. It does not look like it. I think we'll be okay. So it's not gonna work exactly how I thought it was gonna work. I'll go back up and explain it since it's kind of important. Oil lamp model reworked and ground storageable. I thought it was already ground storageable. Oh, maybe they mean like, no, I thought it was always ground storageable. I was wrong. Wooden ladder types, they added that. It's kind of cool. Apparently there's 2 different types of ladders now. There's like crude ladders and regular ladders. crude ladders are made from sticks, and then regular ladders are now made from planks. More storage vessels, new ceramic color. There's a whole nother rock type. I had mixed feelings about this. I like that there's a new rock type, don't get me wrong, but I was very much like, damn, man, now if I need that, I gotta go further. More craftable clay tiles. This is cool. Originally, it was just this one, I believe. Now we have a whole bunch. Glass texture has been tweaked, so it now has like these streaks in it. I guess so you can see it a little bit better. I'm curious how this will affect chiseling. So it has a smaller frame on the outside. Again, I wish they did a before and after picture. And textured reflections. I wonder if that's just that stuff, the streaks. They must have been lurking when, damn, well, we didn't even release it, and he's complaining, kill the water. No. I doubt it. I had a contingent, like I have a plan in place if something happens where we need to do this, but ideally we wouldn't. And I'll explain why I don't think we're going to need to. I'll go back and explain it when we're done going through all this. More new blocks, aged acacia planks, aged bookshelf, fence and scroll racks, yeah, stuff like that. You can now attach chisel figureheads to the sailboat. This is actually crazy, and will be very cool to see what people come up with. But you'll be able to make a chiseled thing and then attach it as your figurehead on the boat. That's awesome. Added crowbar for easier removal of wooden beams. This is cool. I didn't think it was too bad once you got the hang of the wooden beams, but I know a lot of people complained about it. Let's see. Added crock labels for fruit jam. So it looks like there's more just labels on crocks. These are the new lanterns they're adding, by the way, to the game. These look cool. I wonder if these are the original ones and the new ones are different. Because I know they said they were thinking about retexturing the old ones. I wonder if they actually did or not. Placed backpacks can be opened. That's cool. This is for creative mode. You can place moss on stuff. That's cool. Creative mode, you can move entities. All right. Let's see. There was some stuff we want to go through in here. So the fishing, the biggest thing is like fishing in the same location eventually depletes fish in that area. I wonder if, like, what is the restock mechanic? Like, does it just restore over time? That'd be something to know. Let's see. Forge rework. Here we go. Tongs now have durability, and they added metal tongs, which are cool. So that's good. Added bellows for reaching higher temperatures. You can move them, but Verizon snatched into the grounds. Wait, what? They just dropped? Is that what you mean? Forge fuel types. Fuel quality now determines heating temperature and duration. Thought it did already, to be honest, but okay. Let's see. Oh, the quenching and tempering system. So you can now improve the power or the durability of tool heads by quenching them, but at the risk of potentially destroying the tool instead. The chance of destruction can be reduced by tempering the tool, but with diminishing returns each time you temper. Okay. So quenching can be done in barrels of water or pools. Throwing hot items onto lake ice will cool them down and may melt the ice. That's kind of a cool mechanic. Covering the tool heads with clay before the quench increases durability. If it's uncovered, it increases their power. So this is kind of the big thing right here. So you have to either encase it in clay to increase durability or leave it regular to increase the power. Kind of cool. I wonder if you can do both. So like if I do one session where I encase it in clay and drop it in, and then I get it back, right? And then I heat it up again, and then I do just dump it in water, does it increase the power, and then I get both. So Let's see. The grinding wheel gives the crit chance at the cost of durability. Crit hit is 100% damage. They added some new sound. They added footsteps to the wolf and bear. I thought they already had this. Okay, well, that's good to know. This is cool. Chiseled boats to be placed on sailboats. A whole bunch of new craftables and collectibles and craftables. So they added the new small lantern, iron and steel spears, but they debuffed the lower tiers. Added travertine stone, travertine. I don't know, travertine or travertine. Any idea what burying in clay means? Does it work like kilns you played? No, I think it's just you. Let's see, covering the tool's head. So I think it's like you'll probably just interact with the tool head and clay, and it'll cover the head. It'll like cover it or whatever, and then you put it in the water. I think that's what it means. I wouldn't look too. I wouldn't go too literal with that one. Or I guess I wouldn't like overthink it until we know more. Yeah, you can make fur hats out of raccoons and foxes. Ooh. Some of these I didn't read. Feature added oils. They added flax / linseed, olive, and fat oil. Raw fat can now spoil and can be cooked into rendered fat, which does not spoil. Liquid rendered fat will solidify after several hours. The solid item form of rendered fat for use in grid recipes is obtained by dumping the solidified fat from the container it's in onto the ground. That's nice. Steel anvils can now be crafted in survival. I thought you could already do this, but okay. Added pot pies. It's a mix of meat and vegetables. They added wood type ladders. That's cool. They added mud brick slabs. Thought those were already in. Earthy Undoor. The mechanics or the mannequins we went over. They added the floors. We went over that. Block overhauls. We went over that. Mechanical power. They added the large windmill. And okay, they added the water wheel, which is a work in progress. It needs to be placed on rapids. Fast moving water. Windmills now cause turbulence within a radius. 15 blocks between two maxed out windmills. So there's that. Helvhammer no longer has exponential power cost as speed goes up. This will be nice. So that means you don't need as much power for the Helvhammer anymore. That should be good. That's cool. At least if it's cooked, it won't spoil. Similar to how they did the hides with soaking. I can live with that. Yeah. They should make you make soup with the rendered fat, and if you don't shower the mobs. Oh, soap with the rendered fat. The mobs are more attracted to you. Oh my gosh. That'd be crazy. Let's see. Optional side quest from villagers. Locust, there's some quality of life stuff. I don't know if there's anything crazy in the quality of life. I'm trying to remember. I put some stuff in Discord. That might be easier. Let's see what I found in here. Oh, so that weird, like, annoying bug whenever you're in the inventory and you close it out and then it, like, jumps your screen. They fixed that. Thank God. Horsetail no longer is like a flower for skeps and any sort of bee related stuff. Lanterns now cost double the price in glass and metal. That sucks. What's this one? They fixed the path, so there's no longer that like weird gap at the bottom. I think that's pretty much most of the stuff. Obviously there's a whole bunch of shit here. Definitely recommend going through it if you want to read everything that's coming in 122. This is only going to get longer as the pre-release goes along, by the way. So as they add more stuff to the pre-release, which they usually add like a handful of things from this point, like this is the bulk of it. They'll add a little bit more as it goes on, but yeah, for the most part, that was a lot of the stuff. So I'll go over again. I don't think we're gonna need to do my contingency plan of migrating my world with my builds to a new world. Because of the way the rivers are not actually going to have any effect on the water wheel. They're adding these rapids to the game, which are these, and these will generate separately from the rivers. They generate similar to like this, right? And they generate just randomly inside the world, it looks like, up on mountains and stuff, and then you put the water wheel on the rapids somewhere and that'll power the water wheel, right? So these will only generate in 122 terrain. It's not that big of a deal. If I really need that, I can figure something out for my 119 terrain. And then the rivers, they're not even in the game yet. They're working on it. They said they might have it. I think one of the mods in, or one of the devs in Discord says they're hoping to get it out for 122. But they're not 100% if it'll make it yet. So that would be the only thing, and I really don't care too much if they're going to add rivers to the generation or not. It's not enough for me to have to worry. The other thing is the procedural dungeons. These look like the proof of concept is going to be in 122 in a stable form. This is, again, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't affect like mechanics that restrict me in the game. Like the water wheel, if that was only done with rivers, that would have affected my world, right? Like then we'd have to figure something out. But since it's just a water block that you place down and it flows, it's really like, I can figure something out for that. It's not too big of a deal. So the only thing, we won't have rivers, but we have enough water traversal anyway. And then the procedural dungeons, it's just a little extra loot, I'm guessing. I don't think these are going to have any major effect on the game. And if I really need them that bad, I can just go to 122 terrain in my world, which will pretty much be anywhere that's not generated yet. So, but all right, let's go play. Let's jump inside the world. That's everything for 122 so far. This actually came out a lot earlier than I thought was gonna happen. I didn't think we were gonna see anything related to 122 until like June. So this was very surprising. I did not expect to wake up this morning and see that message in there. Which is cool. It's finally back. Yeah, we've been back for a little bit. At least 10, 15 minutes now, something like that. Welcome back, Eric. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with my camera earlier. It's giving me all sorts of issues. What was I saying? I was saying stuff. Oh, yeah, I was saying I didn't expect 122 pre-releases to start until June, so it's kind of cool we're getting them so early already. It'll be, I'm curious when we're gonna get, like, the first release candidate and stuff. One of your oh, shit, okay. Right. I gotta update. I didn't update the villagers mod last night. Oh, also, for anyone who's a fan of any of my mods, at this point in time, I probably won't be doing any updates to them until 122 is out. Because apparently there's a good bit of API changes. I know at least 2 of my mods are probably, well, yeah, at least 2 of them are probably going to be broken, and I'll have to fix it, and I'm hoping it's not going to be a lot. So I won't be doing any updates on my mods until we at least get the, like, close to the final release candidate. And then I'll do the updates and I'll get everything 122. So if you are using any of my mods and you are trying and testing them out in 122 and you want to tell me what's broken prior so I can make a list, I would not be opposed to that. But yeah, it'll probably take me like at least a day or so after the update drops, or like the main update drops, for me to get my mods updated, depending on how much is broken. I looked through some of the API changes that they did. I think so they changed out how entities are positioning is detected and stuff like that, which means my villager mod will break. I'll have to fix that. But that should only be a matter of like changing like a couple lines of code. I hope. And they updated everything to net 10 from net 8. So I have to update to that too. Which means, I don't know, that might actually break all the mods. Maybe. How am I? Thank you for asking, Eric. I'm pretty good today. Not bad. We finally starting to get some traction on 122 for Vintage Story, which is cool. But yeah, doing good. It's Thursday. Can't complain. It's almost Friday. I'm excited. Oh, Friday's always fun. How about yourself? How is the division treating you? What's this? All right. So if you were not at the stream yesterday, we finished up this dock over here. We spent most of the stream working on this dock, getting it all built. Pass this way. This is more of a shipping dock than it is like, this is like the more like smaller shipping, and like we can park our boat here and get off, versus these docks are higher up. They're a little bit bigger. They have the cranes attached to them and whatnot. So yeah, these would be for like larger boats. So yeah, we managed to work on that today. Yesterday. Got all this stuff placed. I don't know what I feel like working on today though. I'm partially tempted to work on, I think I'm gonna put a tower out here on the end here, I think. Or we could work on this dock over here. We could work on a house. I don't know. A house wouldn't be a bad idea. Get more of the houses inside of Dunvara built. Doing fine. Taking a bit of a break from the division, back to grinding on my gacha game. Grinding, he means swiping. The game updated to 3.1 in the main story and might have made me cry. Aw, that's a good story. I'm curious what's going on with the snow generation here. It's like not generating in this chunk. You can see it's squared off right there. Interesting. Is the temperature like drastically different? No, it's like the same. Huh. It goes like all the way across here. It's almost like a region. Like a whole region isn't generating it. How far does this go? Oh, it goes all the way, like right up to here. I think it's this way. Very odd. Whatever. All right. Well, if we work on the dock over here, we're gonna have to figure out where the I guess it would be like pretty much right here, right? The entrance to it. Yeah, probably like right here. Kind of lines up with that too, which is nice. And we'd have to make it go pretty much out. I want to make it go to the same block that's over that way, because it's going to be very similar to that dock, but over here. Okay, I guess let's work on that. Start getting this laid out. Which gacha game is it, by the way, Eric? What is your card swiping simulator of choice? Oh, this won't be here. My man's about to tell us it's Genshin Impact. Alright, let me figure out. So this is on level 113, which I think is the same level as the entrance over here. So we'll just go grab similar stuff. We're gonna need this. What's up, guard? That's so this goes 3, 5, down hand. Okay, so oh, we don't have a lot of granite. Where's that entrance at? So it's 3. So this one goes down half a slab. I think it's 2 of these. Where's my chisel pick at? Oh, also for anyone that has been or does follow along with my mod list, I will be keeping track of all mods on my mod list that are updating to even the pre-release version of 122. There's a link if you run the command !VS mods, you will get my entire mod list, and everything on there will let you know what works in 122, what doesn't work, what's updated and what's not updated. So, oh, it's 2. Yeah, I think it's 2 and then I think that's what I have over here. It's called Wuthering Waves. You play as a character called Rover who lost their memory and travel the world known as Slayer. So you're trying to recover your memories and help others deal with the crisis. Ah, nice. Okay, that's cool. Sounds like a fun one. That's okay. My gacha game of choice is Shot Titans. That's my one that I play. Basically just build a shop, gear up adventures, collect resources, and craft more items. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. Oh, so I guess to explain, basically, in our world, so I'm not too concerned about the terrain generations coming. One, because we already have a lot of water in our world, so it's not too big of a deal. I don't really care if we have rivers or not. If anything, I'll just make I'll make my own rivers. I like doing that. It's actually like one thing I like just passively enjoy doing, and I've been meaning to make this river in here at some point that flows up to this way and whatnot. Bastard. So I do enjoy doing that. The river, like, rapids or whatever that you need for the water wheels, those will generate inside of terrain, like, up here, like, outside of these unloaded zones. And if it really came down to it, what I can do is I can regenerate all the terrain that's outside of the Trinity region. So pretty much, like, everything surrounding, like I could regenerate this terrain up here. I could regenerate this over here and stuff. I could in theory redo that. Like I can regenerate that to be 122 terrain if we really needed to. But I think we'll be okay. If anything, if I really want a water wheel somewhere, I can figure that out. Alright, there we go. That's the 10. This part's kind of tricky. Why does this? Oh, this comes out very far. Would the region mess with the mines mod? The region mess. Yes, it would. Yeah, shot. Oh. Alright, buddy, come on. Trying to tell a story here. Yeah, it would. Basically, they would just regenerate in those areas and stuff. I don't know how bad it would be or what would happen, but yeah, you would start seeing some weird stuff. And actually, you can kind of see it underground here. Some of the mine shafts get, like, they just cut off right in this area here. Is this whole area is regenerated with, this is like 121 terrain right here inside the middle of all this 119 terrain. We have 121. Actually, if I go over here, there's a high chance that this terrain over here and even some of the terrain over here will possibly get a little bit wonky. All right, come on. Getting attacked over here. Need to light up more of the city. That's what I need to do. Do that real quick. Or else we're just gonna keep getting swarmed. Feels like it's darker than it normally is. Like usually I can see a little bit, but these areas are like dark. I can't see shit. Alright, come on. Man, that hurt. Bastard. Probably make some leather armor at some point. Just to reduce our damage taken. Would not be a bad idea. I don't think that reduces our hunger rate, so or increases it. I think we looked that up yesterday. Yeah, it's really snowing now. Alright, there's gotta be something weird going on with the terrain here. There should definitely be more snow. What's going on with the snow generation? It's like all bugged up right here. All right, let's see. Got all that done. Let me go see. I gotta make sure I do this part right. Very important. Hey, bro, you gotta do your job. I keep getting attacked out here. Come on. Okay, so it's there. One on each side, and then there's there. I can't see. Okay, so this is where it matches. Same over here. Yeah. Get too far over. I just here, right? That might be too close. Yeah, let's see. Because where's the tower? Let's lay that out. So there's gonna be a tower here, right? Yeah, so do that. Need more granite rock. So I guess we'll go mine that up real quick while it's still nighttime. Alright, so hold back village. The ice is starting to get a little out there. That port's closed right there. Let's see, will this tip me out? I was curious if it put me out on the ice or not. All right, to the mines. Where are you mining at? It goes down this way. There's like a spot we were at. Oh, this looks like it. Alright. Oh, I don't have any more mining potions. Oh, that's lame. Alright. In that case, let's get like... We'll get 150 to start. I'll just have to make sure I go back to Trinity Point to gather some mining potion stuff. This might be the last one. Well, let's go up to 150. I think did I say 150? Where's that? We're getting 150. We're gonna probably need like 2 more rows after this, maybe. Probably. They need to give these guys some footsteps. I'm actually very surprised there's even like creatures in the game without footstep sounds. Or at least like some alert sound that they're coming. I only knew he was coming at me because I heard or I saw him out of the corner at the edge of the screen. So I'm happy to hear there's gonna be some sort of footsteps. I wonder if they're actually gonna be hearable. Or if you'll have to turn your like sound up really loud. Put center torch here. Alright, let's head back. I'm curious if there's any like small changes they made that weren't noted in there. Like I'm curious if they've made like any changes to like the waves and whatnot and how they look. Alright. We got what we needed. Should we go to Trinity Point? I should probably just go get those potions filled up. Could do that real quick too, so I don't forget. Alright, 10 of these. Alright, that's all of our mining potion, and I need some healing for stuff like that. Alright, we're out of mining potions, so we'll have to make some more of that at some point. Want to know what's going on here. I'm really curious. There should be... I don't know what's up with this. The stuff like this makes me a little nervous. Like, why is the snow doing this? Doing everywhere else is loading snow, but then you get like this, like area right here. I mean, we're December right now. There should be snow all over this place, right? Like even up here. You can see this. There's no snow. No snow's generating up here. What, buddy? Wait. Dark spot right here. I hate it when it does that, but it should fill in, hopefully. Yeah. A little iffy on what's going on here. Something this makes me nervous because it's like, I also don't know where the like line is between 1.19 terrain and 1.20 terrain. So I don't know. And I also don't know the line between 120 and 121. Like this could be, we could be in one of those areas right here. God damn it, bro. Can it be daytime already? God damn. Like I'm kind of curious if like we're in one of those areas right now. That's why it's not generating weird. We're like, it was generating there. Like there's some snow. I guess we'll have to just wait and see. But I don't know. Alright, so if I want to do it, I'll have it earlier to do this real quick. And there'll be a door here. That is probably have to go out a little bit further, right? I like to hear actually. This no, okay. Because then we'll have user here. Okay. Yes, this is a bit better when you like if you keep the door into consideration, then this will be expanded by one rock all the way around. And then there's still a good bit of room in here for it to come into here if they want to. Okay, cool. So let's work on this part here. Let me go figure out what distance we have to go to on the other side. It's December 3rd too. We gotta start making some fireworks and stuff. get ready for year 6 to start in our world. That'll probably be, let's see, New Year in our world will probably be either the end of next week or the start of the following week. All right, so where does this come into play here? This is at 1829. All right, 1829 is where we have to get that. 1829. Year 6? Yep, year 6. In-game year 6. we're on year 3 IRL, real life. Miraculously, we've made it this far. How's the AI stuff going, by the way, Nick? You end up getting OpenClaw set up on that Mac device? No, let's go this way. Oops. Oh shit! Wait, we're like right here already. Okay, that's crazy. Let's go again. Oh wait, yeah, I think this is correct. And then I think I did this wrong. I did. This should have gone this way. One, not that way. This was correct. This was not. This is all off by a bit. So if we're at 26 here, it's gonna go 1. I think it goes 2, so we'd have to go like 1 more block. Let's do this. Oh no, we had that right. It's like so difficult to do. I'm so confused. Yeah, this is all correct up to here. This is correct as well. Did I like miss something here? It goes down that way one. That way. How does this not line up? The only thing I think of is these are incorrect. But I believe they are correct. Yeah, they are correct. Unless I did something wrong in here. Oh, I did. Okay. Wait. No, I didn't. Those are correct as well. Something ain't mathin'. Let me go grab these blocks. Or they despawn. Something's not math. I don't like it. Ah. This. Oh, for one, this is incorrect. This has to go. And then I think maybe that one spot, that one doesn't actually, like right here is not supposed to be a thing. Is that the case? Go check that out. Let's go see. Let me do this while we're here before I forget. Okay. Alright, now let's go see. How did I do the interiors? Should just be able to go. I don't think this is a good example of Alright, right here is 2. So there's this one gap here. Because it's like this. This is okay. And how? This side's not like that, though. This side goes straight for the long, like... Okay. Ay. I don't know. Very interesting. Whoever built this, you know. Doing it different ways for different docks. Let me go check over here. The left side of this dock should be telling. We find out it's different than all the other ones. Nah, okay. Is that, there's no, yeah. Wait. Oh no, that's the double spot. Yeah, okay. Alright, so there's that one little one part that doesn't. So this is the correct way. Basically, this is too far over. So is this. So that should be here. I'll be back up. Okay, matches. No. Let's just break all this down while we're down here. This water's deep here. What the hell? Oh, okay. I thought it was like significantly deeper. I was like, damn. I was like, it's gonna be a lot of blocks, but I don't think it'll be too bad. Almost drowned. Let's try this again. Alright, there we go. That is correct. Looks a little weird on this side. This is what it is. Alright, we don't need this anymore. Supposedly these are lined up here. I don't want to double check that. So this should be, oh no, this is one block off. Oh, right, because we changed. Okay, so we got to bring this all out. No biggie. Just like that. These, and then I'll just go double check that we have everything in the seemingly right spot. Some stuff like in here. Let me just go double check that we have this in the right spot. 1829. Yeah, I think we're good. Get this all filled in. We might need to go get more granite, but at least we have the mining potion this time, so it might be get a little bit more. Just not enough. All right, we got to sail out and get some more. Let's go do that. Drop some of the stone off in here. Let's see, granite we can put away. Shale. For some reason I have conglomerate. That can stay. We have shale gravel, which we don't need. What is this? Shale rock? We'll hold on to that. Although we don't really need that, do we? We haven't used that for a bit. Okay. Our chisel pick is not long for this world either. Yikes. I think we gotta check out making more steel today as well. At some point. Actually. Alright, let's go mine first. Let's get the granite. Might have to break from this dock to make some iron blooms as well. I think I'm low on iron. We have not done any resource stuff in a bit. I have to take care of some of that. Alright, back in the granite mine. Healing potion. Now let's get mine. Bigger granite rock. We probably want to get about 350. Should guess this. We don't need too much. Maybe a little bit more. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling when we hit 350. forgot to do it. I meant to do it earlier so that it would be here tomorrow. 1 second. 1 second. Says it'll be delivered here tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. I would bet money it's not going to be. Yeah, I never checked if there's cameras. I was supposed to get those cameras today as well. Well, they said between the 3rd and the 5th. It says delivery is still on the way. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, it says your package is expected to arrive between February 3rd and February 5th. Now, granted, I ordered these back at the end of December. It still says the packages have left a Baltimore, Maryland facility. Oh no, it arrived at the facility in Baltimore on Wednesday. I haven't gotten a single update since then. So, needless to say, that guy drove from Atlanta all the way to Baltimore. He was close. He was very close. Another like 5 hours and he would have made it to Philly. Maybe less. Probably actually less. Probably like 3. 5 hours probably a bit excessive. 2-3 hours. He could have made it. He could have delivered those packages that day. Amazon's all sorts of backed up. I've never had it happen where Amazon auto issued a refund as well. I was waiting for an order and I guess it was never gonna get fulfilled or something, and they just auto refunded the money back to me and canceled the order. I've never had that happen before, and that happened yesterday. I got the email and I was like, wait a second. I was like, I didn't cancel that. And sure enough, they had canceled it. I was like, damn, that's wild. I feel like it takes a lot for Amazon to be like, we give up. You know what? Just give them the money back. Oops. The snowstorm really fucked them over. Although I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why these cameras are taking so long to come in. We're at 300. Just need a few more. We'll need one more wall like this one right here. Oh, maybe not. It's gonna be close. I think yeah, we probably got it right here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Get on out of here. Yeah. Apparently they are making it so that Botorns will have better pathfinding for fleeing you, and if you happen to trap them, like if you trap them in a corner, they will just start attacking you now, like shooting at you and stuff, instead of like how they keep getting stuck trying to run away or whatnot. They won't wait for you to get into melee range, they'll just attack. What are you selling? Rabble. Is that iron? Oh. Eh. I'm gonna be surprised they end up going back to UPS, USPS if they don't get things for their deliveries. They might pull it off, but this may or not have been a delivery thing, just something I thought about. Yeah, I don't think they will, personally. Like, Amazon delivery is still probably one of the best delivery systems, and they've been around for quite a while. I think they'll probably stick with their own delivery. I think the storm messed up a lot of this, is what's going on. I think it's basically just a big storm issue. And they're on back order for it. Oops. I definitely doubt they'll go back to USPS. I mean, I think they still utilize the USPS for certain areas because USPS has to deliver anywhere, right? So there's certain areas that Amazon just doesn't get to, and they use the postal service for that. Let's get the rest of this place. USPS used to deliver to the houses and UPS would deliver to the businesses, at least around here. Oh. Yeah, for as long as I can remember, UPS has been delivering to our house and stuff around this area anyway. Not like where I'm at now, but where I used to live when I was younger. That was like maybe an hour outside of the city, I want to say. I'm putting our torch down here. All right, we are gonna have a dock here. Probably this one only has room for like one dock. It's very small. Well, I guess we could get two in here. We could put one here, maybe. Two might be pushing it. Like, we put one here, and I was thinking about putting the other one like here, but that's way too close. You can't even park a boat. Maybe just put one inside the center. Like right here. That would probably work. UPS used to deliver everything, but they changed a few years back and post office started doing it to the houses. Yeah. Huh. I just be for tall small towns. It probably depends on the amount of packages an area gets delivered. Like, an area you're living in probably gets significantly less traffic in general in terms of deliveries than like the area we're at and stuff, like right on the East Coast. So I imagine it's probably that. Like around here, it's probably like, hey, you know, it's like 2 feet away from business to house to business and stuff like that versus like, you know, out where you're at, you probably have like an industrial park type area where it's all these corporate businesses, and then you have the like a shopping district or whatever consumer area, you know, and then it's like you have everywhere else is like scattered houses, whereas here it's like, you know, you go like a block over and you have houses and businesses and corporate entities and stuff, and it's like it's just scattered. So it's probably just easier to be like, all right, you know what, do whatever the hell we get, group it all together, ship it out, versus like your area would be like, all right, you know, all the businesses are in just this 125 block area, just boom, there you go. That's how I imagine in my head anyway. That's probably how I would do it. All right. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Chisel. And that. Let's put that there. Let's see. Wall-to-wall city, like Southern Cali? Yeah, kinda. It's just wall-to-wall area or like buildings and stuff. All right. Dirt here. And then that, and then we should be able to jump this. Water walking. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, question, I guess. Yeah, we'll just keep it this. Oh, I can't see. So this side's like 9, but that's fine. Alright, so we got that down. So now we gotta do next stage of this, which is putting all the blocks in the water. Basically just going down here and doing this. Freezing my character's butt off. Oh, it's so funny actually. Speaking of delivery driver, or like delivery and stuff like that. So the other morning, I think it was like Sunday, Ashley and I were chilling downstairs, right? And we hear the delivery truck pull up and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, you just hear this yelling. Like, this dude was like, I thought maybe he like was just, maybe something happened, maybe he got a flat tire, maybe he tripped, because it was just profanity and just very not happy. And I look outside and he's just standing there, and then he just walks up, delivers the package to the neighbor's house. He comes back and he gets back inside the truck, starts yelling and cursing and all this stuff again, and then just drives off. I'm like, what in the world was that about? I was like, he must have been on the phone with someone who pissed him off or something. Is this the most just random thing? We were just sitting there and all of a sudden we heard yelling, and I looked out the door and I was like, what in the world is going on? Oh, my torches! Bro, third day in a row. Oh. Third day in a row I did this. Ah. God damn it. But yeah, we both just looked at each other and started laughing. Like, Ashley was like, did something happen? Like, did he hit something or whatnot? I was like, nah, he's just mad. He's mad at the world, I guess. One of them days, you know? I'm hoping we have enough Ashlar here. Thankfully, the stock is relatively small. We shouldn't need as much. Does this go to here? Of course. That's real quick. This is weird. Yeah. I was like, what is this? We can get this back. Some stone back from that. Yay. The other side of this. Yeah, we're gonna need to get more ashlar, shale ashlar. Kind of vanilla. Stop. Don't do it. Apparently they made it so that is a little bit, I guess the screen effects for when something's happening to you is a little bit more of like alarming, I guess. I'm hoping they add something for the drowning instead of the drowning bar. Make my screen like start to go black or something. I don't know. I'm about to pass out. That'd be kind of cool. I didn't stay awake. Don't think I'm making the end of the stream. You got this. You got this. You gotta power through it, Nick. Come on. Did you get your AI stuff figured out? I asked earlier, but I think you fell asleep. The OpenClaw and the MacBook thing. All right, we gotta go mine some shale, by the way. So let me go. I gotta relight these torches. I gotta see about making. We probably need a new chisel pick, right? It's only got 188 uses. That'd probably get us more than enough, actually. But yeah, we should probably just make a new one. Should probably make a new sword too. Wait, where's the mine? Where's the mine? All right, let's do that. So we need a new sword. We need a new chisel pick. Which means we're gonna need this. First off, this in here, this in here. Sort of. I think it has full access to the PC, but I'm trying to get it to be able to use Google so I can. We have gold. Gold nuggets. I don't have gold. Alright, I think we can use a silver bar for this. That's fine. Alright, and then... No, I didn't need that much. I just need 2. So I can use crappy English and it get out correct coding. Like what? This kind of this. Switch, please. Yeah. Alright, we need that. Alright, put these in here. That was a yawn, that was a growl. It's up fast. these? All right. Need a chisel pick. So that's my hammer. Alright, and we need a sword. Outside. Go. Okay. One thing you're not going to be able to do in 22 is use the hot tool head anymore to craft. You're going to have to cool it down and do all the quenching and stuff. And I think, is this the recipe? What's the recipe? Silver fouts. Nice. All right, new chisel pick and new sword. Let me put some of this back. Hammer goes here. This goes in here, sure. These go down here. All right, let's head over to the shale mine. We need some shale. We gotta go to Trinity Point for that. Gotta go this way. Oh yeah, I want to check on the bees. Run, chickens, run. Free Google API is 2,000 requests, and if that's not enough, the $5 a month API key is 20 million requests? Damn. How many requests do you think you'll need? $20 million. That's quite a leap. For just $5 a month? Well, is the free one 2,000 like overall? Or is it 2,000 per month? I guess it's probably 2,000 per month, right? Yeah, that's crazy. That's a huge increase. Oh, I forgot to put this back. We didn't grab the rest of my torches. Oh well. Depends on how stupid Quen is and how many questions I ask it that it has to ask Google. I guess 2K a month? Oh. Okay. I mean, that seems like a lot, right? Like, you'd have to ask it like 20,000 things, right? Or somewhere around there. Come here, buddy. Hey, this guy looks like he's got the plague. Yeah, he's got a bunch of bumps all over him. Assuming that's rust. There's a bow torn over there. Let's not go over there. I think this was the latest one we were mining in. Kind of want to go a different direction. Or no, we went down this way next. Yeah, okay, we were mining here. 66 a day or 666,320 a day. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, like I said, it depends on what you're doing. Like I said, $5 a month is not that bad though, for that much of an increase. So if you're gonna be utilizing it, you might as well just pay. That's $5 ain't too bad. Nah, it's not bad at all. We're gonna get we're gonna get like 5 stacks of this. Because we're gonna need a lot of this. 5 stacks probably won't even cover what we need. I think we'd probably need something closer like 10 to 20 stacks. Yeah, but 666k a day could honestly go quick, to be fair. 666,000 requests a day? I don't know, maybe. That'd be a lot of requests. Well, I guess you can always do the $5. I mean, it's a bot talking to a bot. I mean, yeah, but I don't think it'd go that quick. Is there a higher plan than that? Like a higher API key than $5 a month? You could always just get the $5 a month one, see how many you use, and if you end up using, I mean, less, you could just get that, or more, you could pay a little bit more. There is another one? What's the next one up? What's the $10 value one? Yo, who just shot me? Ow! Bro, you're in the wall! Come here. I got your friend trying to hit me? Oh my god. Hey! There you go. Hang on, come here. Right. Back to mining. See if we get lucky. Oh no, it's gonna. Damn, that's annoying. This conglomerate's gonna get in the way. Hopefully, it won't be in the way for too long. It's only a small portion of this wall. What are we on our 3rd stack going here? just about done our third stack, so 2 more after that, and then we head back to Dunvara. It says enterprise and to contact sales, so IDK. Ah, they're gonna hit you with some crazy stuff. You're gonna start paying on a use case right there. That's what that means. You're no longer paying for just a bulk like key access and stuff. They're gonna start being like, well, what are you using it for, and what specifically are you requesting, and we can work with you on this. And I hate that shit. My company does that. We have entire meetings based on how much to charge people for particular things, and it breaks it down into these complicated contracts and shit. Ugh. That's what my Monday meeting goes over, like stuff like that. We could end up sitting in that meeting for days as well. This is the final stack that we need right here. I think we might need to clear out the next wall over as well. Which probably means it's significantly more. The more confusing, the better the price for your company. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, basically you can look at it like an exponential growth chart. In terms of like what you're paying for. Get out of here. Yeah, we end up going from like charging a client like 8 to like 20K a month to you start looking at contracts that are like 80 to 300K a month for their IT bills and shit like that. Kind of crazy. All right, cool. We got all 5 of our stacks here. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Ooh, hey. God damn! That dude brought the infantry with him. 1 drifter, 2 drifter, 3 drifter dead. 4 drifter dead. Oh, there's a Bullhorn. Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Ah! That looked like that hit me, to be fair. Oh, why is there so much shit down here? Hey. Okay. All right. It's daytime for like 2 more hours. Bitcoin has lost half its price. Is the nature of money. Sometimes it'd be like that. In the last week, half its price in the last week. It's had fluctuations like that before. Good old what? My game just crashed. What crashed? Doesn't say. Just says critical error occurred. Doesn't say what mod. Just something was not set right. So it was something with a GUI. Was it bear that crashed you? I don't know. Very weird. I'm booting up again. Play, damn it. It's gonna make me sign in again. We're back, bathroom and laying down. I'll make it to the end of the stream. Man just said he's going to lay down. You ain't gonna make it. Over here. Okay. Weird. I don't know what crashed there, but something did. So, oh well. Look at this little dot. That's funny. Okay, anyway. Anyway. Let's put some stuff away. So we have this. Goes in here. Alright, let's make some of these blocks that we need. What? You damn it. Look at all that. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good amount of blocks right there. That'll last us till the end of the stream probably. Bum, 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 bum. All right, where did we leave off at? Right there. Oh shit. That's not good. I'm gonna need to grab a bucket and fix that. Was I able to figure out what the crash was? Nah, it didn't say. It said it was something to do with the GUI. Could be like anything. It didn't specify a mod. So, no idea. Alright, I need to grab a bucket, but we got that part done. Wait, do I have a bucket on me? No. Why would I? Ooey gooey. Yeah, ooey gooey. It was an ooey gooey that crashed. There should be a bucket laying around here somewhere, right? There's one. You okay? All right, that should fix that. Yep. Very nice, very nice. All right, now we gotta do this part. Which... Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Down we go. I'm drowning. No drowning. Come on. Oh. Dare say we're gonna need to make some food before the end of today. Yeah. We already used 250 of these blocks. Yeah, they go so fast. Oh, wrong block. I knew that. All sorts of keys were hit there. Is there something like down in here? I think we want to turn this to muddy gravel. Come on. I got my head above the water. Here's gonna be the same. All right, cool. All right, next part, I need chisel, hammer, this way. This can go in here, this can go in here, this can go in here. All right, so we gotta do this. Where's my pantograph? We can copy the first top part. All right, and then we do this. All right, cool. And then we don't need this anymore, so put that there, grab my lantern. Okay, now what we're gonna do is grab that and just start doing this. And try not to hit the gravel on our, or the muddy gravel on our way down. Ah, this was one that needs to be. Up we go. What's up, Shadow Wolf? You just downloaded my town, tree, and berry mods. Very nice. I just did that. I just did that big update to the villager or the town mod, villager mod, same thing, right? That tree mod is one of my favorites too, out of the ones that I have. Hope you like them. I got some more big plans coming down the pipe for the villagers mod as well, but I probably won't do them until after 122 fully releases and I get the mod stable again. I do not think it's gonna work in 122 right off the bat. Gonna have to change some stuff. Some back end stuff, nothing that'll like break the mod or anything like that. He's talking about year 2122. Yeah. Yeah, we're not talking about 1.22. We're gonna wait until it's the year 2122. It's gonna be a wild year. Hey, that's a little under 100 years from now. 2122. Just slightly. That's not too far. Definitely need the trees for firewood and looking forward to having a blueberry field. Yeah. Yeah, the trees are definitely nice for getting a lot of wood, that's for sure. They are definitely big trees. Yeah, I made the berry mod originally because I have a town over here, Holbeck Village. This is supposed to be a vineyard out here, and I was populating the vineyard area with the berry bushes, and I was like, damn, there should really be like seeds in the game that you can grow berry bushes. Although I will say they're planning on doing a berry bush overhaul for 122, so I'm kind of curious. They didn't release any like information on what that entails, so I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen with that. Like, are they gonna add a way to grow berry bushes? Maybe propagate them? I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. We'll see though. We shall see. All right, cool, we got that part done. All right, next step is this. We're flying on this dock, by the way. I know it's probably the smallest dock out of the ones we've done so far, but we do be kind of cruising. All right, we gotta go to the air dock though. I need to grab some stuffs, and things. I need 4 of these. Okay. Alright, first off, I need to do this. And then definitely that. Oh, guard, go kill him. Yeah, get him. Get him. Yeah, you gotta hit him again, buddy. Why do you only hit him once? Yeah, fuck that guy up. Yeah, now go hit that guy. It's too far away. That's right, that's right. Oh, you missed. Get him. Yeah. Oh, he's chasing after me. Mess him up, bud. Ah. Yeah. Question for you: are the trees affected by world tree growth setting? No. They do not take that into consideration. The only thing that affects their growth is whatchamacallit? The dirt that you put into the burlap sack. Maybe eventually I will add the effect for that, but yeah, maybe not. I wonder how it calculates that. Yeah, I'll put it on my list of things to do though, because it probably should. It's good to ask that. It probably should calculate based on what people have their world tree growth setting to. I bet you it probably just grabs the setting, whatever people have it set to, and then has a calculation for how many days, and then it bases it on that. That would be pretty easy to do then, I imagine. Because I'd basically just take whatever the, like when you put the dirt in, it tells you how long it takes for it to grow, and then just divide that by whatever the percent is. So. Look for that in a future update after 122 comes out. Once I get everything running again. Okay, got that part done. Ooh, don't fall off the edge, please. Alright, let me put the torch down here too. Oh. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, I just gotta figure out. Honestly, I just have to figure out how they calculate that, but I'm pretty sure it's probably what I was just saying, where it's just a global percentage and then they just calculate that into the whatever they have the growth, like the default growth set to. So it shouldn't be too hard to do. I just didn't think to do it when I made the mod, and it just never occurred to me to do it. So. What else was with that? But yeah, right now I'm waiting since 122, the pre-release just came out. I'm kind of gonna take a break from doing mod updates right now until it's fully released. That way I can just do everything at once, and that way I'm not doing any features or anything like that that are just gonna break in at some point in 122. Because they did a pretty big passover on the API, it looks like. It was quite the list. I think it was like twice as big as when 121 came out. Looks like quite a few things will have to be looked at. Hopefully not too much. That, and they migrated from net 8 to net 10, so I had to recompile everything in that. That's pretty easy to do. It's like changing like a value and then hoping that everything's still laid out the same. Okay, let's chisel this. Where's my hammer? Our hammer is not long for this world. Oh, no, don't fall. Damn it. Solus pushed me. I saw him do it, guys. I saw you do it. We haven't even started building the tower yet, and he already tried to get me. I wonder if we can build the entire tower out of memory. At this point, since we built enough of them. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to risk it. We'd end up building the tower, just end up having to tear it down because I fucked up one block or something. There's like one part, I don't know. I think the base is 6 high, but I'm not 100%. I think the rest of it I could probably do off the top of my head. Just that one part I'm not. Just not 100% on. Alright, let's do this. Uh-oh, are we gonna run out of ashlar? Or granite? Granite and stone brick? Oh my god, we are. Ah! I guess we're going mining again. It's dark. Chisel pick. Where's my torches? Yeah. Oh, on the hot bar. Risky spot. I thought he was underground, not gonna lie. That's right. I want the bones. And the fat. Alright, we'll get our standard 5 stacks. Got a lot of mining today. That's how you know we're low on resources. Alright, let's go a different direction. Where did we get into here from? That way. Let's go. Let's go this way. Actually, I think we go down this way. This way would be like straight. Let's go. What are we up to? 3 stacks. 3 stacks. Alright, we pretty much have 4. We're starting our final stack. Gotta be a cave or something over here. I see a lot of, I keep seeing the health bars kind of pop up. I think they're bugging through visually. Stacks and then some. I think I'm just gonna do this just so I feel like this will be battling down here. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go back to Dunvara, turn this into stone bricks, and then keep working on the docks. Goal is to, although I don't know if we'll have time to today, but try and get the tower up and built at least. I can't believe it's already 9 o'clock. I mean, I know we spent a little bit of the start of the stream fiddling around with my camera for, you know, whatever reason that felt like not working today, but, and I guess we did go over all the, like, a good bit of the patch notes too, but still. Today on the flu. Just a little bit. To be fine. I guess we go. Nah, we still got the snow still. What's going on? Okay, go here. Some food. What's going on here? All right, made a lot. Let's go. That should last us quite a while. I'm actually gonna put the one stack away because I don't think we're gonna need it right now. Put that in there for safekeeping, you know, safekeeping. Oops. Okay, cool. We don't need these here anymore. Oh, I gotta put these away. Alright, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Seal. These have to get soaked. Scraped. Apparently, you're gonna be able to put these on the ground and scrape them. If what I read was correct for 122. Wait, can we put these in here instead? In you go. Wait, is this strong tannin too? I think we can put these in here. These should all be able to go in here, that is. Yeah. Okay. There you go. That should all become leather. The bones, we gotta put this away, and I go and grind the bones down for bone meal. Hey, get downstairs. Grab the rest of my torches out of here too. Go. And then the bones. Take these over. Oh, I'll take these over there, actually. So we gotta go to that building over there. Let's cross the entire city. Man, this Shizzlepic's already halfway worn? That's crazy. I guess we did do a lot of mining today, but still. God damn. Alright, this. Just snagging my first berry seeds? Ah, very nice, very nice. That's exciting. Very exciting. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Which berry were they for? Cranberry, haven't found any blueberries yet? Oh, okay. Very nice. The nice thing about that mod is it's kind of like an exponential growth with it as well. Eventually, you'll just have so many seeds. I'll know what to do with them all. Yeah. Perfect. Kind of. Alright, there we go. Good. I guess it's tower building time. Which we are going to need. Oh no, we need more cobble. Oh, we're gonna have to go mining again, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this tower is 6 tall. Oh no, I should probably go check before we So much for building it completely from memory, right? This is the one part that I don't think I know like by heart with this yet. The rest of it I'm pretty good with, I feel. Yeah, how tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I was right. It is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I knew it the whole time. Wasn't even a question. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go up one more. We are definitely not going to have enough cobblestone. We are going to have to go get some more real quick. Ay. That's fine. I probably have enough to do like part of this. That's it. All right, let's go grab some more. We're going to go by Holbeck Castle. I'm debating which way I want to go to get there. We can either sail to Holbeck Village and then run down, because I need to go. I want to finish clearing this out first because we've destroyed that for the most part. Let's go to Trinity Point and sail up. I think it'll be, they're about the same distance, but I think Trinity Point might be a hair bit faster. I don't have any more shale stone. We've placed it all on the ground. At least we didn't crash. My fountain is freezing. I guess I should have made the fountain out of salt water. That way it didn't freeze. Alright. To Delrich Village. So I was reading through one of the chat logs in Vintage Stories Discord. It looks like strawberries are coming to the game since we were talking about berries. And berries got retextured as well. That would be nice. That will be nice. They are. I wonder how many other berries they're gonna add. The new texture looks pretty cool too. If that's like them. So all berries got retextured alongside some other new ones as well. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. They added a lot, I think. Yeah, damn. New fruit was added. All of them can be found in the world natively right now in the pre-release. Here, I have a screenshot here. Let me pull this up. Open link. Let's not have my track package shit up. So these are all the new fruits that are added to the game. Looks like we have grapes, strawberries. These look like pomegranates. I don't know if those are already in the game. These, I don't know what the hell these are. Maybe, but yeah, these are all new. Looks like oranges, maybe. So, are these going to be 22? Yes, 122. Yes, they're already in the game in pre 122. Didn't realize there'd be that many. Yeah. They did say full berry. Might be dragon fruit. Yeah, that's true. It could be dragon fruit. That's a good point. Burn in daylight. Run. Yeah, one of them is a pomegranate. Let's see. That's kind of cool. So I wonder what they're setting spoil. It looks like this says when eaten, it gives you 80 satiety for food category fruit. Doesn't say how long. Till they like, was it rot? We gotta move before it gets dark. $50 is same as Kron, so maybe 5 days. Yeah, probably. I'd imagine it's probably the same. They probably just made new models and stuff. Is there anything in here? 3 days, my bad. Oh, okay. I haven't really messed around with fruit too much. Once we stopped working on the Holbeck Village, that is. Oh, it's so cool having the trees here. Holbeck Castle. Alright, let's cut through here. Rift activity is going to be high. Not cool game, not cool. Alright, yeah, we have to go out. We have to finish tearing this area out. Let me pop my mining potion. There's snow here. And it looks like it freshly snowed here too, because this was not snow covered last time I was here. Alright, we're gonna try and clear this island out of here. Just get rid of it. kind of wonder what else they have changed that they didn't mention, because I imagine they've probably changed a lot that just didn't make it into the patch notes, right? Like small stuff, textures, items looking a little different. Curious to see. I think I saw somewhere mention that the pickaxe model and some of the tools are going to look different as well. Where's my lantern at? Meat this food. It says risk activity is high. Hopefully we don't get bothered too much while doing this. I just want to clear this island out and get back to building. Alright, there we go. We just gotta clear around the edges here and then fill it with water. Clear the edges, fix any currents that we have, and then dig it one deeper so it's not an issue. This will be cleared out. Oh, I don't want that. Where's my dirt at? It's kind of crazy. Water doesn't clear out snow. Oh, wait, what? Okay, that was weird. I don't know if it melted or what. I guess it is above 32, but... Maybe water does clear out the snow. It just takes the time. It's an annoying little island right there. That as well. Oh, did I bring a bucket? I'll have to make a bucket. Damn it. Why, man? It's always a bug. Ever since I stopped carrying one with me, every time I feel like I end up needing it. I never have one though. Maybe I'll just start carrying a bucket around with me again. That, or maybe I just keep to my guns on this one, and eventually we will have a bucket wherever I need one. And then the issue will resolve itself, you know? Maybe that's the move. We got over a stack of shale stone so far. Very nice. I'm kind of curious, does that get rid of that? No. That must have been just a fluke thing that happens. Dash. All right, there we go. Got that all cleared. All right, so let's just make a bucket. At least you're not as expensive as I always feel like. I think. Oh, right in time. My miner potion wore off. All right, let's grab some water from here, and we basically just start filling this stuff in. I'm gonna get rid of this section first. Easy enough. There we go. Just like that. Alright, is that all the water currents? Did I get them all? I think so. Let's go double check. There's blocks right here. Yeah, it's looking like it. Let me get rid of this real quick too. Can it cause any water current issues? Good. Alright, so I guess start getting rid of the edge here. This damn snowman. I saw that they changed some of the, I don't know if it was just API stuff, but there was some stuff inside the patch notes about snow. I think it was mostly API changes though. Nothing like too crazy. Nothing that I think would affect too much in the game other than like performance. Okay, so now that we got rid of that, we gotta get rid of one layer down just so it doesn't look weird. Let's do that. We gotta do it up to pretty much up to here. Yeah, I saw stuff in the patch notes about snow, and I was like, did they change it? Did they finally get rid of something? Make it so it's a little bit easier to deal with? I didn't see anything in the changelogs about that like snow shovel looking thing that they had, like that plow that they put inside the dev logs. I wonder if they decide not to do that. Or maybe it was just such a small thing that they were like, eh. They put it in, didn't put it inside the patch notes. Kind of like all the fruit. Let's not drown, you know? So much for finishing that dock today. We just need a lot of resources at the end of the day. Is this still showing on the map? Blame the snow. Oh, no. Don't be drowning. So it looks like the snow disappears if it goes too deep into the water. Okay. That's something nice. It's weird that it stays there at 1 deep, though. I don't get that. Almost 2 stacks. I don't know. Stop. Eat some food. I'm gonna start starving soon. One more pie. Damn. The big area here. Need that water breathing potion, you know? I wonder if the alchemy mod has a water breathing potion. There we go. Make sure we collect everything here. Stone, and there's one little thing of land over here. They clear it up on the map as well. Very nice. Yeah, let's grab this out there. Yeah. Alright, cool. Got that. How much did that get us? Just under 2 stacks. That's still a lot. I'll make a good bit of cobblestone. Enough to at least build that tower on Monday. Oh, these trees grew too. Yeah, planted these later. Yeah, I'm hungry. Back we go. Do we crash? Alright, let's go. I guess we gotta go to the Clayworks building, don't we? I believe it's clay. Guards look cold now. Alright. Let's see. Oh, there's a baby chicken in here. How nice. Take that. We need cobblestone. That. That. Probably makes us like 300 something, right? Oh, 486. Very nice. Not too bad. Oh, I forgot I had this bucket now. This bucket with water that I do not want in it. Alrighty though, guys. I think we're gonna call it here for today. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to finish that tower. We'll finish that on Monday along with that dock there. But yeah, it is that time of night. Surprisingly, it came up fast. I can't believe it's already 10 o'clock. That was wild. It is Friday, so that means, or Thursday, my bad. It is Thursday, which means it is the end of the stream week. If you are new to this channel, it means I will not be streaming Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Those are my days off from streaming. So I will not be live again until Monday. On Monday and for next week, the plan will be to work on finishing up the docks of Dunvara. I do think we will get them done probably by Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, if depending on resources. We should have all the docks done in Dunvara outside of like maybe one special dock up at the northern tip. At that point, we'll just have to start building up the buildings and the walls. We're getting towards the final stages of this project, so we're getting there. We're probably about almost 2/3 of the way through the project, so it is getting close. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, take it easy. Keep being awesome. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you guys all on Monday. All right? Bye-bye.
All the roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way. Take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day.
Like this, oh my god, why does it have to have such a cute face? Oh! How the fuck did you die? You're a, what the hell? You, no! Are you kidding me? That's not even fair! No!
I never really wanna hold back. I got dreams, wanna go fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full, overflow that. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. Fighting makes you feel alive. That's the only way to live it right. Never forget how good the days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah.
Your arms are like flailing. Go, souls, go! Oh no, my god!
Nice job, man. Let's just slamming this one.
I'm sorry! I thought you were on this side of me!
Oh, Jack. Oh, nice.
Let's go! Damn, souls! Holy shit! Souls just laid them out. They're on the move, boys.
I don't know which one's mine.
They're all going the same.
Yeah, I don't either.
I wonder what happens. Do they all get the same?
Now we can feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. Wake up, new dreams.
Let me go with the neither.
Imagine if I get a Joker kill right here. How pog would that be? Oh, I get 2 of 4.
I was killing him.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
To follow a new goal and
Damn, that poor soul right there just got blasted. I'm a legend, okay? You don't mess with Cyrus. I'm 7-0 for ski.
And we will find our own way. Take control.
Watch Streak Soulspur Bellator is currently on a 200 stream streak. You finally hit it. You did. I got a balloon for it too. It kind of deflated though. Alright? But I got a balloon here for you.
There it is.
I remember too. I've had this balloon sitting up there for like 2 weeks now. Congratulations on the 200 stream streak. I know we've all been looking forward to it. There you go. That's the link to the playlist. Hold, run. I don't have armor on. Where the fuck did that bear come from?
Alrighty guys, that is where we are gonna call it the stream for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a fun one, but as always guys, take it easy, keep being awesome. I'll see you guys all in the next one, alright? Bye bye.